Sir, who is the timer?
I am the timer.
Okay.
Meeting call to order. Fellow Gaveliers, Toastmasters, and guests. Myself, Gavelier Sriram Mahesh, your Sergeant at Arms, and I welcome you all for the meeting number 33 of the program year 2021-2022 at Taj Gavel's Club. Let's start off this meeting by repeating our club oath after me. For better listening,
For better listening,
for better thinking,
for better thinking,
for better speaking,
For better speaking,
we learn by doing.
we learn by doing.
Always remember some ground rules. Let us keep our microphone muted and video on. Activate the mic when it is your turn to speak. Let us not talk about any subject which may disturb others. Guests who have logged in, please rename yourself guests so that you shall be called for an intro. With that note, I would like to call upon our presiding officer to take over the lectern. For that, we have a very energetic Gavelier who is studying in modern Middle East in the 7th grade, who has been visiting Toastmasters club ever since she started speaking in public. She loves to draw and play badminton. Let's invite our presiding officer, Gavelier Gianna Gijo.
Thank you, Sergeant at Arms. Good afternoon, Gavel Counselor, fellow Gavels, Toastmasters, and guests. Welcome to Gavel's Club. My name is Gianna Gijo, and I'm Gavel's Club President and Presiding Officer of the day. Let's start today's meeting by seeing our last meeting winners. Best Prepared Speaker Gavel Amani, Best Table Topic Speaker Gavel Amani, Best Meeting Leader Gavel Janet, Best of Big 3 Gavel Mosika. Let's applaud the winners. We have our Gavel Counselor DTM Manas Al-Bukhari sir, who would now like to make some announcements. DTM Manas Al-Bukhari sir, the stage is yours.
Thank you very much, President Gavel Gianna. Now, a very warm good afternoon to one and all. I'm wishing it's warm, but it's very cold here. But then, welcome to our Gavel Club meeting, and I'm very happy to say that one of our Gaveliers, I'm not seeing her right now, but she has a role today. But Sahana did a great job in the international speech contest and came ranking number 2. So a big round of applause for Sahana for all her hard work, and truly appreciate all the efforts which she had taken. I know I am supposed to announce the story writing competition results, but I'll keep it on hold. We will announce it for our Taj annual day, which will be soon announced once the dates are finalized by our Taj Toastmasters ExCom. Now, today's meeting, what we have to take care is we have 2 speakers today doing project number CC4 and CC6. I believe evaluators will tell if you are qualified for the CC4 and CC6 respectively. And how do we tell they are qualified? Very basically, we look at the criteria defined in the CC4. So you should know what is the criteria. And if you feel that the speaker has completed the criteria, we will tell that, okay, you are qualified. And then give the comments and feedbacks. All right. If you feel that a speaker have not been qualified, you will tell that you are not qualified, but however, you can improve your speech by doing all those things and, tell what went well about the speech. Remember, evaluators have to take minimum 2 minutes and maximum of 3 minutes. This is one portion where we are always missing. So we need to learn ourselves on how to become better evaluators. So evaluation, as I tell, always consists of one very important part, which is called the analysis part. Analysis part is where we analyze what he has spoken or what she has spoken, right? And then we'll say, okay, she talked about the rabbit and the tortoise story. I thought rabbit was going to win, but then finally I understood that the tortoise won the race. So this is called analysis, like what I understood from that story here. Understand? So I will put it in my version. Never copy what the speaker say, but in my version I tell. Then I'll tell that I loved the way she enacted the rabbit's face gestures or something like that. So tell very good things which you liked about the speech. Then according to you as an audience, what you want them to improve, that is what you tell as recommendations. So once you do all these things, it should be easily 2 to 3 minutes. So ensure that we follow the timing thing. We will at least minimum do justice to the timing of 2 to 3 minutes. All right. And the success of any Gavel club is inviting your friends to your meetings, right? So please do call your friends to attend our club meetings. All right. And let them come and see what you are doing. And during table topics, we will give those friends a chance to speak. And that's how we make our Taj Gavel Club the best Gavel Club in town. Right. All right. So hope I am very clear. Do you have any questions to ask? Okay, I don't have anything more to say. I wish you all the best. Have a great meeting today. Back to presiding officer.
Thank you, sir. In every meeting, we learn a new word and uses that word in our meetings. We have our word master of the day, Gavel Aditya Bhaskar, who would introduce the word of the day. Gavel Aditya Bhaskar, the stage is yours.
Dear Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters, and distinguished guests. As a word master, it is my responsibility to introduce the word of the day for today's meeting. The word is significant, which means great or important to be worthy of attention. Synonyms of these words are notable, remarkable, and noteworthy. Few examples of using the words are as follows. There is a significant increase in sales this month. Being Toastmaster, I have improved my public speaking significantly. Each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day in their speeches. I will present my report when called upon by the general evaluator. Over to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Gavalier Aditya Bhaskar. Now, I would like to call upon, if any guest is there, please raise their hand. Gavalier Nuha, guest Nuha, can you introduce yourself?
Yes, this is my first day, and I am the son of DTM Salman and DTM Tahira Salman. I study in New Middle East International School. I am 13 years old, and I wish we all have a significant meeting. Back to the presiding officer.
Thank you. Now we have our today's news reader of the day is Gavalier Amal. The stage is yours, Gavalier Amal.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Taj Star News. Saudi Arabia's Ministry of Health officially began its vaccination program for children aged 5 to 11 against COVID-19. Earlier in November, the Saudi Food and Drug Authority approved the use of Pfizer vaccine for the age group after completing the necessary studies to ensure safety. People in Saudi Arabia will have to receive a booster vaccination shot against COVID-19 in order to attend events and use public transport from February 1, 2022, according to India's daily COVID curve showed marginal improvement today as the country reported 3, which is around 2.7% lower than yesterday. With a tally of 3.89 crore cases, India is the second worst hit country after the US. Kerala records 41,668 new COVID cases, over 200% spike in cases in a week. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has announced plans to place a 25 feet grand statue of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose at the India Gate Memorial in honor of the 125th birth anniversary of Netaji. US President Joe Biden public approval rating fell to the lowest level of his presidency this week, according to the latest opinion poll. In cricket, South Africa beat India by 7 wickets to take 2-0 lead. Indian captain KL Rahul said on Friday that the ODI series defeat in South Africa is good for learning for the visitors. Thank you, and back to you, the presiding officer.
Thank you, newsreader Amal. Today, we are having our Gavel of the day. Her hobbies are playing badminton, football, drawing, playing piano from the God's own country, Kerala, studying in grade 7 in New Middle East International School, Riyadh. Her ambition is to become a pilot. She is the Vice President of Education of Taj Gavel's Club. Let's applaud the Gavel of the day, Amani Ansari. The stage is yours, Gavel Amani Ansari.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. Respected Toastmasters, parents, distinguished guests, and my dear Gaveliers. A warm good afternoon. Today's meeting theme is It's Sports Time. Sports are very essential for every human's life, which keeps them fit and fine and physically strong. It has great importance in each stage of life. It also improves the personality of people. Sports keeps our organs alert and our heart becomes stronger by regularly playing some kind of sports. Sports has always given priority from old ages, and nowadays it has become more fascinating. Due to the physical activity, blood pressure also remains healthy and blood vessels remain clean. Sugar level also reduces and cholesterol comes down by daily activity. Different people have different interests in sports, but the action is the same in all sports. It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get up, said. For the benefit of all the Gaveliers here, let me explain how a typical Gaveliers meeting happens. Every Gavel meeting is divided into 3 shining sessions. The first session is prepared speech. In this session, there are few Gaveliers who have practiced the speeches and would perform for edutainment. This session will be conducted by me. The second session is table topics. Our table topic master would ask some random topics, and without preparation, we have to speak about the topic for at least a minute to be qualified. The third session is the evaluation session. Here, we will come to know how we fared in our meeting and in our speeches. The evaluators will give us feedback about the speeches, and meeting leaders will present their reports, all for improvement. To give reports of how our speakers performed, we have some auxiliary role takers, whom we call the meeting leaders. Let me introduce them with the support of thunderous applause. First, the grammarian. Let me call Gavelia Elsa to explain the role.
Thank you, Gavel of the Day. A very warm good afternoon to Toastmasters and Gaveliers. Today, as a grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I'll take note of any improper language as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. Back to you, Gavel of the Day.
Thank you, Gavelia Elsa. Next, the timer. Let me call Gavel Janet to explain the role.
Greetings, fellow Toastmasters, Gaveliers, and my dear guests. As timer, I will time the table topic speakers, formal speeches, and the evaluations. I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left using the green, yellow, and red cards. For the table topics, the speaker should limit their remarks to no more than 2 minutes. At the green card, at 1 minute 30 seconds, I'll raise the yellow card, and at 2 minutes, I'll raise the red card. Those giving speeches should limit their remarks to their specific speech timings. Icebreaker speeches should be 4 to 6 minutes in length. At 4 minutes, I will raise the green card. At 5 minutes, I will raise the yellow card. And at 6 minutes, I will raise the red card. Most of the speeches should be 5 to 7 minutes in length. At 5 minutes, I will raise the green card. At 6 minutes, I will raise the yellow card. And at 7 minutes, I will raise the red card. The individual evaluation should be 2 to 3 minutes in length. At 2 minutes, I will raise the green card. At 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I will raise the yellow card. And at 3 minutes, I will raise the red card. 30 seconds grace period shall be given. Thank you, and back to you, Gavelier of the Day.
Thank you, Gavel Janet. Next comes the R counter. Let me call Gavelia Siona to explain the role.
Good afternoon, my fellow Toastmasters, guests, and Gaveliers. Today I am the counter. The purpose of the counter is to note words and sounds that are used as a crutch or the pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for filler sounds, including and I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or a phrase, such as I, or this means at the end of the meeting. I will report the number of times that each speaker uses these expressions. Back to you, Gavelier of the Day.
Thank you, Gavelia Siona. And the important meeting leader, the word counter. Let me call Gavelia Aditya Agrawal to explain the role.
My job is to collect the votes and tell and announce the winners of the prepared speeches, table topics, best meeting leaders, and best of big three, and evaluators. Thank you.
Thank you, Gavelia Aditya. Now, without further ado, let me start today's educational session. Are all the prepared speakers and evaluators ready? Today, our first project presentation will be evaluated by Gavelia Amani. Before calling the speaker, I would request evaluator Gavelia Amani to read out the objectives. Thank you, Gavelia of the Day. My speaker is going to deliver his CC4 speech today, and his topic is a memorable teacher and why. The objectives of the speech are: select the right words and sentence structure to communicate your ideas clearly, accurately, and vividly. Use rhetorical devices to enhance and emphasize ideas. Eliminate jargon and unnecessary words. Use correct grammar. The time limit is 5 to 7 minutes. I wish my speaker best of luck, and back to you, Gavelier of the Day. Thank you, Gavelia Amani. Today, our first speech would be given by Gavelia, who's studying in grade 4, and his school's name is IISR. He was born in 2012 in Riyadh. Currently, he's 9 years old, and his ambition is to become a doctor. Please help me welcome Gavelia Taha to deliver his speech.
Wait, thanks for the opportunity. Let me pin the timer. Okay. Fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests, a warm good afternoon. My topic is a memorable teacher and why. I never forgot my those days when I was in first standard in school IISR, International Indian School, Riyadh. When I was afraid and crying because I don't like to go to school. After some time, Husna teacher noticed me. I don't have any friends and I don't play with anyone. She talked to me about my friends. So I said, I don't have any friends and I don't play with anyone. So then she introduced me in the class with some students of my class. Then I made friendship with them. Then I started playing with them and enjoy. Then I observed myself that I felt good in school and stopped crying and I don't afraid to go to school. So I never forget Husna teacher in my life. Do you remember? Please raise your hands. Okay, so now I will say one more incident. One more incident I tell you about my teacher. She developed my confidence for the stage competition like singing, dancing, etc. She encouraged me for singing competition and she gave me a lot of practice and improved my confidence level for the stage competition. Then I participated in singing competition and I sang the song and I won the prize. So I would like to say that I was very impressed with that teacher because she helped me a lot and made my friends and developed my confidence, removed my fear to come to school. So this is my memorable teacher. Husna teacher is a very good teacher. She lives in Malas and she teaches us in IISR, International Indian School, Riyadh. She is a very good teacher. Our school is located in Riyadh, Rauda. There are many sections in the school, and when we get the PD period, we play football, cricket, badminton, etc. with many section students. On the next day, teacher asks us what you played yesterday in PD period. Then we introduce that and then teacher encourage us. So this is my memorable teacher. Now I will sing the song which I sang on the stage. It was Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world, so high like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. When the blazing sun is gone, when he nothing shine upon, Then you shine your little light, twinkle, twinkle all the night. This was the song I sang on the stage. Have these incidents happened with you? Do you remember? So, this was my memorable teacher in my life. Thank you. Back to you, Gaveler of the Day.
Thank you, Gavel Taha, for an amazing speech. Today, our second project presentation will be evaluated by Gavel Janet. Before calling the speaker, may I would request evaluator Gavel Janet to read out the objectives.
Sir, I'm not the evaluator. I did not put my name for evaluator.
So I will evaluate Gavalier Ma's speech. It's absolutely fine, not a problem. Just a moment. Anybody interested to do an evaluation? If no one is interested, then I will go ahead and do it. Is it okay? Everybody is fine with me doing evaluation?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. So the objective, the project number 6 in computer and communication manual is about having vocal variety. The objective is to use voice volume, pitch, rate, and quality to reflect and add meaning and interest to your message. Use pauses to enhance your message and use vocal variety smoothly and naturally. I expect our speaker to use voice modulation in your speech to make the message very clear to our audience. Thank you, and back to Gavalier of the Day, Gavalier Ramani Ansari.
Thank you, Ditya Manas Al-Bukhari, sir. Our next speaker is a Gavelia who's studying in class 9. His hobbies are playing badminton and football. His favorite subject is biology. Please help me welcome Gavelia Mas to deliver his speech.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. My name is Maz, and today I am going to perform my CC6 speech about the importance of time. Time is the most precious thing in our life. Time is something which we cannot earn after it, which we cannot get after we have spent. The time we have spent could never come back. That's why most of the successful people say time is the most valuable thing than money. You see, time is like a business. If you do it in a perfect manner, wisely, then you can earn a lot. It's like if you are a businessman, you invest some money in stock market and you get the profit in return. That's how similar. You have to invest some time in your hard working, in your knowledge. Then you can get a better result, a profit. The most important time where you have to use time wisely is in your student life. Now, according to my experience, I can see in this Taj Gavel Club, everyone are here as students only. We are all here sitting to learn. So we have to use our time wisely. If we use this time wisely, we will be touching the sky and the success. The time is like a flow. It flows and no one can stop it. But if you change the direction of the flow in a place where you feel it needs to flow, then you can get perfect results. Time is important in our life. With the help of time, we can get a perfect schedule, a routine life. You can get experiences. You can get new moves. You can learn new things with time. Once, when I was coming from a grocery store, I saw a kid standing with arm in his pocket, just standing and watching the road. I asked him, "Why are you standing here?" He said, "I'm just doing some time pass." I asked him why, because he said, "I don't want to study that much," and all that. Then I explained him, "You see on that road, the cars are passing. Those cars which are passing, it's almost like a time. You see for some time that car is visible, but after some time that car is not visible. That's how the time, it passes sometimes very fast, sometimes very good, sometimes slowly. The use, we should always work hard whenever we have time. We should always work hard. If we work hard wisely, we should always work hard wisely. Otherwise, there will be no difference between you and a labor. A labor works hard, but you also work hard. Then what is the difference between you and a labor? The labor earns very small wage than a person who works hard wisely, because he works hard wisely, spend his time wisely in a place where he knows where to spend the time. A labor works on commands, but you have to work on your own ideology, on your own thinking. Once, where 1 year back, when I was in class 8, this is my own personal story. There was PT3 exam. I don't remember it clearly, but it was PT3 exams. So there was 1 week for maths exam. I thought, okay, only one chapter is coming. I will do later. I will do later. And the time passed. And at the last moment, when I started to do, I can't do anything. That day, I realized that time is the most important thing. After that, still, I'm not that much concerned about time, but I'm trying to use the time as much as I can. If the time is kind of a twist, a miracle, it's something which cannot be defined. You see, at one time, you see I will name two persons as person A and person B. Person A is having a lot of money. He's rich, moving in fancy cars. And person B is very poor, sitting on road and begging. 1 year later, the time changes. A twist comes. That person who is begging and
Gavel Mas, you're muted.
Gavel Mas, you got muted. Sorry.
now am I audible?
Yes. Please continue.
Uh, can you please say
Person A and person B.
Okay, thank you. Person A and person B, I will take as two examples. Person A is very rich. He's moving in fancy cars, and person B is very poor. He's not having any money. He's sitting on road and begging. Now you see that time twist, the miracle. That person, poor person, he worked hard, and now he's richer than person A. So time is also like a miracle, a twist bringing. So we should use our time in a most efficient way. With this, I conclude my speech. Thank you, and back to you.
Thank you, Gavel Mas, for your awesome speech. Dear timer, are all the speakers qualified?
All the speakers are qualified.
Thank you, timer. What master? Let's do the voting for the best speaker. Just like a diet of healthy nutrients is needed for nourishing the body, playing sports holds a great significance in enhancing our lives, especially for growing children. As a student, one has to face many challenges, and playing sports helps them cope up with the exam pressure and prepare them for further challenges by providing them with physical and mental strength. For conducting table topic session, we have a Gavelia, who is a sixth grader of International Indian School, Riyadh. He loves to play badminton and traveling. He is the Vice President of Public Relations at Taj Gavel Club. With a big round of virtual applause, let me call Gavelia Adadin to conduct the table topic session.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Good evening, respected Toastmasters, parents, distinguished guests, and dear Gaveliers. A very warm welcome to you all. For a lot of us, it is not easy to think and speak on our feet. Yet, it is an important and much sought after skill. And that is why in Gavel's Club we lay such importance in table topics because it gives us an opportunity to practice thinking and to speak quickly and presently our thoughts in a clear and organized manner with minimum preparation. So, let's start. Let me remind you all the timings of the table topics. It's 1 minute green, 1.5 minutes it's yellow, and 2 minutes it's red. So let's start our table topic session. I will be spinning a wheel. So in that topic which comes, I will call the name of the speaker and you have to present the topic. Is my screen visible?
Yes, it
Yes,
is.
it is.
Yes, it is.
Thank you. So let's start. So the topic is, what is the most valuable lesson, life lesson you learn from your parents? I repeat, what is the most valuable life lesson you learn from your parents? Any volunteers? Gaveler Aditya has raised his hand. Aditya Bhaskar. So, do you want to try out this? Yeah. Okay. Do you want to repeat the topic?
No, no problem.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, Gavelier Aditya, the stage is yours.
Toastmasters, distinguished guest. A very warm morning to all. So today, the topic which is given to me is what is a valuable life lesson that you learned from your parents? So this was the time around when I was in fourth or fifth. So I was riding my cycle, which was small. So I was going on the road, like there were more vehicles there. So while every time I wouldn't see that he's just behind me. He used to help me when I was going from a small one to a bigger one. So while growing, our parents are always with us. So one day, what happened was like that. My mom was cooking in the kitchen. My dad was there doing his work. I was. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes,
we can.
yes.
Point of order, you're muted.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Please
really
continue.
sorry. Yeah.
So
So the
thank
life
you.
lesson.
Thank you, Gavelier.
Sorry, Aladdin, Gavalier Aladdin, let him start all over again. He did not complete it. It got muted by mistake.
Sorry.
So, Gavalier Aditya, you can start once again.
Okay. So
Gavalier Aladdin, kindly stop sharing.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
So the valuable lesson, life lesson that I learned from my parents was that whenever you see at them, they're not always working for you. Your parents never share it's like they always share you. It's like what to tell. They always help you, but they won't tell the pain or what they're suffering. what they're doing. Your father always earns for you, so he never tells what he does and what the pain he is using, like how what he is doing, where he is, and how what is the source of income. Like even if he's going to an office, he's so stressed up. He has to pay a fees. He has to take care of us for a need, for a wants. He's taking all of that. By the way, when we see at our mom, she always cooks for us. She helps us, and only one thing which can repay by them is by studying. So when I was small, I didn't knew all this. My parents were always like, okay, he's a kid. He would become proper when he grows up. He'll get some responsibilities at that time. Yeah, I was like that. But as I started to grow, what the changes which happened was like a bit hard for me. I couldn't become proper. It was hard for studies for me. Like I was before in Riyadh, and from Riyadh I had came to India. So in India, I stay in Karnataka. So there's a subject Kannada which we have. So I wasn't proper learning proper Kannada. It was hard for me to learn it. So my father always used to tell me that never ever give up. Once you could do it properly, try it again and again if you fail. So with the starting it was hard, but I tried again and again, and even with the help and cooperation of my parents, it was easy for me to do it. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Gavalier Aditya. It was a wonderful speech.
Point of order, Gavel Aladdin. Timer. It's okay. Please continue. Continue.
Who do you dream about? I repeat, who do you dream about? Anyone want to speak about this topic?
I would like to try.
Okay, yes. Should I repeat the topic?
No, I understand.
Uh,
Okay, good afternoon to everyone. So the topic is, who do you dream about? Actually, a few days ago, I dreamed about a large tarantula, and it was scary. It's still scaring me, and it keeps on, wherever I look, it just appears in front of me. And I look to my mother's face, it's on her face. And when I look to the ceiling, it's everywhere. It's like, it's been scaring me for a lot of time. Like, that's the one thing that I dream about most for a few months now. And that's all actually. Like it's millions of tarantulas are everywhere, like all kinds of spiders. It's like very big, and it's on everyone's faces wherever I look, in the bathroom. My mother used to say, like, just forget about it. When you get into the teenage age, you'll see these kind of dreams, and it's normal. Just forget about it and all. But it's scaring me a lot right now. So thank you. That's all I want to talk about this topic.
Thank you, Gavalier Elsa.
Gavel Aladdin, point of order. Timer, we are not able to see your screen being changed.
So you can't?
No. Is it the same with everybody, or is it only me?
Yes, sir. I'm not seeing the change to green.
Everyone.
Yes. So I don't know what's happening, but maybe we are not able to see you change the timing. All right.
Okay, sir.
Not a problem. No problem. Continue, but please keep a note of the timing. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Gavalier Elsa. So. The topic is, what is your saddest memory? I repeat, what is your saddest memory? Gavalier, Amani and Sari has raised their hands. So do you like to speak about this topic?
Yes.
Should I repeat the topic?
Yeah, you can.
What is your saddest memory? Girl Amani Ansari, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Gibelia Aladdin. Respected Toastmasters, fellow givers, and distinguished guests, a warm good afternoon. My topic, what is my saddest memory? It is when I had a best friend in school. It was like in third grade, she came, like in third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade, we would have the same classmates. So in fourth grade, she came to the class. She came from another school to our school, and she was like a new student. So that time I didn't have exactly like a best friend or someone like that. So once I saw her and her and that pretty much connection you feel with her, that I don't know how to explain it in words. I was like, I really wanted to be her best friend, and we were great friends. And then we used to share our notes, yeah, sometimes, and then we would be like, always play together and everything. But and then in the field trip, once it so happened that in field trip we can choose our partners. So in fourth grade, me and my another friend also wanted her as our partner. So we had to go. It went too much crucial that we had to take chits. She chose the one, means like there were chits by teacher, and then she chose the one who would go with her. But the next year we would have to choose a different partner. So and luckily it was me. So that day I went field trip with her. But although it is like being partner is great, but we would change. Like we won't always go together like that. Some of us will go into the roller coaster, like great huge rides. Some of us will go to the small rides like horse riding, not horse riding, that merry-go-round, that thing. But then it has so happened that in fifth grade, she needed to leave school, and that day it was a exhibition, school exhibition. And then it was really saddening, because everyone liked her. Everyone was really liked her. She was a great friend to all of us. But the one who was the most sad of her leaving was me. I really miss her. Although we still contact each other through WhatsApp and stuff, I really missed her. That is my saddest memory. Back to you, to table topic master.
Thank you, Gavel Amani. So the topic is, if you had to move from your house away, what one thing would you miss the most? I repeat, if you had to move from your house away, what one thing would you miss the most? Anyone want to speak about this topic? Any guests? Gavel, Gianna. So, do you want to talk about this topic?
Yes.
Should I repeat it?
No.
Gavel, Gianna, the stage is yours.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters, gavels, and guests. A warm good afternoon. When I would move away from this house, one thing I would really miss it. Our room, my own room. Most of us in our house, we have one single room for yourself. I miss it because I used to sleep over there, I used to study over there, I used to take online classes over there, and used to pray over there. So I feel like God's spirit is turning around over here. So I think that I really miss my room. Then this is the most I really miss it. Then if I go to the house, maybe I would get a new room, but I would think that this is the best room that I have never got in my life. Thank you.
Thank you, Gavel, Gianna. So our last topic is,
What is your greatest skill? I repeat, what is your greatest skill? I would like Gavilia Noha knows to speak about this topic.
Okay.
Galeno, the stage is yours.
My greatest skill is public speaking, and I really like my skill because sometimes in stages people call for speeches. Some people request, or in future you might need to speak when you have a job. So I'm really happy that I have the skill. And yes, back to the TG master.
Thank you, Galeno. So I enjoyed being your table topic master for today's meeting, and back to the Gavilia of the day.
Thank you very much, Table Topics Master. Dear timer, are all the speakers qualified?
All speakers except Gavilia Nu is qualified.
Thank you, timer. You may vote for the best table topic speaker who answered the topic in the best way. For conducting general evaluation session, we have a Gavelia who's studying in grade 7. Please help me welcome Gavelia Sriram to conduct the general evaluation session. The stage is yours, Gavelia Sriram.
Thank you, Gavel of the day. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters, Gaveliers, and a warm welcome to our guests. I am the general evaluator today, and I conduct the evaluation portion of our meeting. My evaluation will be in 3 segments. First, we will have to have the speech evaluation, and I have a panel of experienced and competent evaluators. After that, I will be calling all the meeting leaders for their reports, and finally, I will give my evaluation of the overall meeting. Without any further delay, let me call our first evaluator. To evaluate the CC4 speech of Gaviria Taha, we have an evaluator. Her hobbies are playing badminton, football, drawing, and playing piano. She is from the God's own country, Kerala. Studying in grade 7 in New Middle East International School, Riyadh. Her ambition is to become a pilot. She is the Vice President Education of Taj Yavels Club. Let me welcome our first evaluator, Gavel Amani Ansari. Gavel Amani, the virtual stage is yours.
Thank you, General Evaluator. If you want to shine like a sun, first try to burn like a sun, said APJ Abdul Kalam. Respected Toastmasters, fellow Gaveliers, and distinguished guests, a warm good afternoon. First upon, I would request you all to give my speaker, Gavelia Taha, a round of thunderous applause for completing his CC4 speech in today's meeting. It was a very well-prepared and great speech. And your topic, a memorable teacher and why. Wow, what a great topic. You had an amazing introduction, body, and conclusion. Your speech was very fluent and had no breaks in between. You had pauses wherever it was needed, and your grammar was very impressive too. You didn't have problems here and there while speaking. Your speech was neither too slow or neither too fast. You spoke with great enthusiasm. You even had a song which glued the audience to their seats. You talked about your school days, Husna teacher, your friends, your school activities, how you were scared and everything. It was really interesting to hear. All the shows that you had come very well prepared. The suggestions I would like to give you are you could improve a little on your eye contact. you could have stood up and spoke. Because if you're sitting, we can't see your hand gestures and body language. You could have added some more dialogues while speaking. And while saying it, you can use voice modulation because it was a little missing too. You could have made your speech a little bit longer. But other than this, your speech was awesome. I thoroughly enjoyed it. To summarize, your speech was very nice, understandable, and interesting to hear. You had great grammar, expressions, fluency in speech, pauses, and everything. But with the only suggestions I gave you, such as to stand up and speak, make it a little longer, voice modulation, and eye contact, you can take your speech to the next level. With this, I conclude my evaluation. Back to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Gavel Amani, for the excellent evaluation. We have to evaluate the CC6 speech of Gabriel Mas. We have an evaluator. He is our Gavel counselor, DTM Manas Al-Bukhari sir. DTM Manas Al-Bukhari sir, the virtual stage is yours.
Thank you very much, Gabriel Sriram. The importance of time. We at Toastmastering learn a very good skill along with our public speaking, communication, and leadership. And that skill is managing time. And today, our speaker, Gavel Mas, shared with us what exactly is the importance of time. He started off by saying that our parents invest money in stock market to generate revenue. In the same manner, as students, student life is one of the core and most important thing in maintaining time. His use of hand gestures was amazing. I like the way he stood up, spoke using one hand movement. It was amazing. He also had some personal story. He brought in a story of grocery store. He also brought in a situation of a person who was rich, who was poor, etc., etc. There were some instances where in his lyrics, in his script, he also had conversations wherein there was a kid who was talking, etc. Every speaker have a great possibility of improvising his speeches. Today, our Gavel Mas did a fantastic speech, but in order for him to qualify for CC6, he have to bring in voice modulations. And since his speech had all the possibilities of including voice modulation, but since he could not bring in, this speech of CC6 stands disqualified. Let me tell you how he can improvise his speech to the next level so that he can qualify his CC6 speech. He had a case of his examination, his max examination, and he was not prepared. He could have brought in a teacher who would tell, "Hey, Maz, are you prepared?" Or something like that, right? Which can definitely improvise his voice modulation skills, where he was amazing with his pauses and stressing the importance, but his voice modulation part was missing, which if incorporated would have actually qualified his CC6 speech. With this humble note, I would wish Mas all the very best to become a public speaker by just focusing on one thing, which is voice modulation. Thank you, and back to you, Gavel Sriram.
Thank you, DTM Manas Al-Bukhari, sir, for that outstanding evaluation. We have completed the speech evaluations. Now let me call the table topic evaluator. She is studying in 7th grade of Modern Middle East International School, Riyadh. Passionate towards making homemade jewelry and baking. She wants to be a successful architect in life. Let me welcome Gavel Sahana to evaluate the table topic session. Gavel Sahana, the virtual stage is yours.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
It always seems impossible until it's done. The first topic given to speaker Gavel Aditya was, what is the most valuable life lesson you had learned from your parents? He had a great message, his opening body and conclusion. One thing that I would recommend is when you start and end till that time you could have got up, stood and spoke. Just stand and have the hand gestures. Rest all was great. The second speech was by Gavel Elsa on the topic, what do you dream about? I think it was not that relevant to the topic. The speech should be a bit relevant to the topic, dreaming. The third speaker was Gavel Amani. What is your saddest memory? You started with your story, told about your sad story, and then you had great hand gestures. Something I would recommend is a bit of voice modulation in the middle when you were talking about your friend. The fourth speaker was Kaveri Gianna. If you had to move from your house, what one thing would you miss the most? She talked about her room that she would miss a lot, where she would do a lot of things in her daily life. You could have spoken more and could have had more hand gestures. The last speaker was Gavelian Nu. He talked about what is your greatest skill. You could have stood and spoke again for more time, at least till the time limit, and then could have had hand gestures. Thank you.
Thank you, Gabriel Sahana, for that outstanding evaluation. Now, let us hear from the meeting leaders. I would like to call upon our counter, Gabriel Sonia, for her report.
This is Siona.
Sorry.
It's okay. Good afternoon, my fellow Toastmasters, Gavels, and guests. Today's report is that speakers Taha Ansari. She had some problems with the fillers, and she had an unwanted pause. Gavel Mas, he also had a repeats, and he said one like, and had an unwanted pause. In the table topic, Wordmaster Aditya was excellent. He did not have any fillers, pauses, or neither did he have any unwanted pause. Gavel Elsa had some problems, had some repeated words, such as Gavel Giana. She also had some problems and had some repeated words such as Gavel Nu also had some repeated words as In the evaluation, Gavel Amani did not have any pauses, or she was very excellent, and DTM Manas or Toastmaster Manas did not have any pauses. He was also very excellent. And the table topic evaluation, Gavel Sahana was also very excellent. Thank you, and back to you.
Thank you, Gavel Siona. I would like to call a timer Gavel Janet for the timer report.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
For the prepared speeches, Gavlia Taha spoke for 5 minutes and 35 seconds and is qualified. Gavlia Mars spoke for 5 minutes 11 seconds and is qualified. For the evaluations, Gavlia Amani spoke for 2 minutes 42 seconds and is qualified. Toastmaster Manas spoke for 3 minutes 23 seconds and is qualified. Gavlia Sahana spoke for 1 minute 58 seconds and is qualified. For the table topic speeches, Gavlia Aditya spoke for 1 minute 49 seconds and is qualified. Gavlia Elsa spoke for 1 minute 10 seconds and is qualified. Gavlia Amani spoke for 2 minutes 15 seconds and is qualified. Gavlia Gianna spoke for 1 minute 1 second and is qualified. Gavlia Nu spoke for 17 seconds and is not qualified. Thank you.
Thank you, Gavel Janet. Now I would like to call Gavel Elsa for the grammarian report.
Good afternoon, dear Toastmasters and Gaveliers. The use of correct grammar is important because it makes communication more easier for others to understand. It makes listening process more enjoyable. Today it was so nice to hear the words like vividly and precious as common in a few of your Gaveliers' speeches. I've also noticed a few words which have been mispronounced, like memorable as memorable, singing as singing, sitting as sitting, person as person, miracle as miracle, missed as missed. So I would like to mention two people who excelled in two areas. The first one is Gavel Shahana and Gavel Amani, who used more different words in this while they were talking. And second one is Gavelia Nu, who had a very excellent pronunciation. One more thing is that I would like to mention the pronunciation of the letter R. A few of them pronounced it as R. It should be R. Okay, so I would like to tell all the Gaveliers to practice more on their pronunciation. Over to you.
Thank you, Gabriel Elsa. I would like to call Gabriel Aditya Baskar for the word master report. Let's see how many times we use the word of the day.
Yeah, so I'm sorry to say this, but in this meeting also there was no sign of the word used significant.
Thank you, Gabriel Aditya. All the meeting leader reports are completed. Dear Master, vote for the please vote for the best meeting leader. Dear Master, kindly share the voting link. Now I would like to give my evaluation of the meeting. The meeting started at 2 p.m. sharp. Everything was on time. There was no delay at all, and all of the speeches and evaluations were amazing. But I noticed that Gavel Amani, Gavel Sahana, and Gavel Gianna was looking down at the camera. Try to put the camera at eye level and look straight. Other than that, I have nothing else to say. Overall, it was an outstanding meeting. We heard great speeches and evaluations. All the role players did an excellent job. The meeting started on time. Sorry. There was no technical glitch. I think there was no technical glitches during the meeting. Other than that, I have completed my general evaluation. And I now hand over the lectern back to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Gavel Sriram. Never say never, because limits, like fears, are often just an illusion. By Michael Jordan. I enjoyed being the Gaveler of the day. Finally, I would like to conclude by saying, if you don't believe you're the best, you will never achieve all that you're capable of. And with this quote of Cristiano Ronaldo, let me return back the podium to our presiding officer.
Thank you, Gavel of the Day, Amani and Sari. Dear, what must do we have our meeting winners of the day? No.
While the meeting winners are getting ready, you can ask the feedback from the guest.
Okay.
Do we have any guests?
Sir, I think so. The guest went.
Okay. We can call the first timers like Siona.
Okay. Siana, can you tell about the feedback of our meeting?
I really like the meeting. Even though it is my first meeting, I did not know. I was like really amazed by everyone's speech. It was very excellent. Like everyone's English was so fluent, so fluent. I liked everyone's speeches. I did not know the time flew so fast. I joined. I like 1:30, 1:30, and the meeting started correct 2 p.m. And I don't know how the time flew, but it's like 3:12. The time has flown so much. Like I was interested and inspired by everyone's speeches. Back to you.
Thank you, Gavilier Siona. Gavilier Aditya Bhaskar, can you tell about the feedback of the meeting?
Yeah, so it was overall a very good meeting, and it was the first time when I spoke. It's like away from the word master. It was the first speech which I gave on the table topic, and I really like this meeting as after my schools, it's like now we all have online classes at our schools. So we had offline classes for a month, and again we are back to online. So seeing another meeting or having another meeting which is a bit enjoyable and not that hard and which is also fun is very happy to get. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Gavilier Aditya Bhaskar. DTM Manas sir, can you tell about the feedback of our meeting?
It was good. Thank you, Gavalier Gianna. What did I think? Everybody liked today's meeting. Only thing is that we have only very little Gavaliers. Only people are not joining for the meeting. Whoever is not there in the role. But I understand that it's a Saturday, and maybe it's one time. Maybe your parents want to take you out, or there could be a family gathering. Lunch is too late, and your parents might want to call you for lunch a bit late. All those things are fine, but the most important thing, as Marx told, the way we spend our time as children is very important, right? And once we utilize our time properly, we will be getting a lot of benefit out of it. And end of the day, we will not know what benefit. Maybe, for example, today we will listen to somebody and get one information, right? Maybe Gavalier Elsa told that, okay, she dreams about a lot of spiders everywhere. I don't know. Maybe, she would be thinking she is the only person dreaming like that. But there will be many other people also. So you can connect and, help understand how we can sort out this issue. Maybe, Elsa, I used to dream about spiders a lot. You know how I took that dream away from me? In my dream, before I go to sleep, I start dreaming about me killing that spider. So maybe that's the reason why you go and watch Spider-Man, right? I don't know. maybe you want to become a spider woman or something like that, but then you can start dreaming about how you kill that spider, write a story about it, and speak more. And one thing I don't understand is why our Gavaliers don't speak too much. You have to speak and fulfill the complete timing. Sahana was sitting inside a express train and going like that. All the evaluations completed within 1.5 minutes. So we need to improvise on our speaking skills, tell things a bit more slower in such manner that everybody understand. So that is one thing which we need to improve. And certain people needs to listen very carefully to your counter, what your counter says. If you have to improvise on your counting, that is one thing which you need to improve. Also note what our grammarian told today on how to pronounce certain r and etc., like that, which is good. I also need to improve on all those grammatical things. I'm sure our counter would not have told what all I said, but I know that I use a lot of r. And as speakers, we need to improve on all those things. Now, for example, Gavalier Aditya, during your table topics, I could hear a lot of so. You have to reduce on that. When somebody tells you, only we will know that, okay, I am using a lot of so. That's how we improve ourselves. Once we improve ourselves, everything is done. We are working towards some improvement. That's one core area we have to practice. By improving ourselves is to understand what exactly are our challenges, and to understand that, you need to do your speeches. So I would request those people who are not doing speeches, please come forward and do it. And people like Janet, who have already completed, I will provide you with competent leadership manual. You can start your next project. So you are already completed competent communication, so you have to go and do your competent leadership speeches. And Aha and Mas, very good story, very well scripted. I really enjoyed your speech. Only thing you have to improve on your voice modulation. Otherwise, what is the purpose of the project is not met. And I am sure you did not read through the project guideline. That is why I very clearly told, okay, go through the project guideline. Both of you just prepared one speech and, okay, I'm ready to deliver. No, that should not be the way. Then you will not benefit out of it. If you want to benefit out of it, you have to go through the guideline. And I would tell you, Taha and Mas, both of you are not qualified as CC4 and CC6. You have to redo the speech after identifying what exactly is a project guideline. And Taha was reading Tingle Tingle Little Star also from a script. At least Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, you should know it by heart, no, Taha? Huh? So all these things are very important, all right, as Gavaliers, because today you are in offline mode. Online mode. Tomorrow you will be coming in front of the stage and doing it. At that time, you cannot hand a piece of paper, right? So we have to start studying in that manner. Your schools are going to open very soon. In Saudi Arabia, at least. In India, they opened and now they closed again. But this transition is definitely going to happen. If not today, tomorrow. If not tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Anyway, once again, you will have to go and face your teachers, students, etc. At that time, we will have our Gavel Club also offline. But what I want all of you is to start preparing, come out of this computer zone. Start writing also. I know all of you would have forgotten how to write, because everybody writes exam in Google Doc form also. All right. That's why I asked you to submit some short stories, but responses was very low. But however, we have decided on the winners. We will let you know on the annual day. And I wish you all the best. Okay. Study well. I know most of you are sitting in front of the computer and not listening to what I am saying, but doing other screens, minimizing it, and listening or doing some other things, whichever you are not interested. So everybody will be thinking that, okay, you are attending Gavel Club meeting, but you are actually watching something else, looking at me and smiling, but I don't know what you are doing, right? So we will be soon stepping out of this world and coming into the normal world, where you will be present in front of me as individuals in person, right? And that's where we need to improvise our skills. All right. So wish you all the best. May you be great leaders and great orators. Back to presiding officer.
Thank you, sir. What master, is the results ready?
Yes, the results are ready.
Please announce.
So the winner of the prepared speeches is Gavel Taha. Please applause. And the winner of table topics is Gavel and Amani Ansari. The winner of the best evaluator is Gavel Sahana. The winner of the best meeting leader is Gavalier Elsa. The winner of the best big three is Sriram Mahesh. Thank you.
Thank you, what master, for the results. Anyone want to tell anything? So let's all stand for the national anthem. Thank you. The meeting is adjourned.